Every piece of plastic ever created still exists on our planet today. But where has it all gone? In 1907, Bakelite became the world's first synthetic plastic. But production didn't explode until after World War II. By 2015, humanity had created 8.3 billion tons of plastic. So where is it all now? 60% sits in landfills or the environment. Only 9% has ever been burned. 7% recycled. Why does plastic persist? Because it's incredibly stable. A single bottle might take 450 years to decompose. Plastic's superpower is its permanence. But that same quality makes it a nightmare for our planet. From our hands to storm drains, from rivers to oceans, plastic travels further than we ever will. Much of our plastic waste doesn't stay where we put it. Illegal dumping creates mountains of permanent pollution. Marine animals can't distinguish plastic from food. They eat it, feel full, and starve to death with full stomachs. Landfills aren't just holes in the ground. They're massive plastic reservoirs, storing our waste for centuries. Birds mistake colorful plastic for food. It fills their stomachs, leaving no room for real nutrition. As plastic breaks down, it releases toxic chemicals that drain into soil and reach our rivers and groundwater. Contamination doesn't stay contained. It spreads through water, soil, and living things, moving up the food chain. The more plastic we create, the more land we need to store it, and plastic doesn't shrink or disappear. Millions of people worldwide depend on landfill waste for survival, exposed daily to its toxic legacy. That plastic bottle you used for 5 minutes? It will likely outlive your great-great-great-great-grandchildren. Rivers are the main arteries carrying plastic to the ocean. Most ocean plastic arrive there by river.
What happens when the ocean's surface itself becomes a plastic ceiling?
Microplastics are everywhere in the ocean. In every drop, invisible killers drift with the currents. Every year, thousands of shipping containers fall into the ocean during storms. Many are full of plastic. Microbeads in toothpaste and face scrubs are designed to be tiny, too tiny for water treatment to catch. To a sea turtle, a floating plastic bag looks exactly like a jellyfish. The mistake is fatal. This isn't a floating island. It's a plastic smog stretching for millions of square kilometers. On remote islands, parent birds unknowingly feed their chicks plastic. The chicks starve with full stomachs. Sunlight breaks plastic into smaller and smaller pieces. But it never disappears, it just becomes invisible. Plastic doesn't just float on top. It sinks, settles, and becomes part of the seafloor ecosystem. Every time we wash synthetic clothes, thousands of plastic fibers go down the drain. Eventually, they come back to us.
Ocean currents act like conveyor belts, carrying plastic from every continent to central accumulation zones.
You can sail through the garbage patch and see nothing, but drag a net and you'll collect thousands of plastic pieces. Whales, the largest animals on Earth, are dying with stomachs full of our smallest mistakes. Fish eat plastic. We eat fish. The plastic cycle completes its circle. What we leave on beaches doesn't disappear. The tide carries it to the ocean. From surface to seafloor, from equator to poles, plastic has reached every part of the ocean.
When we burn plastic outdoors, we trade visible waste for invisible poison. Dioxins, furans, heavy metals, these chemicals don't disappear. They settle on crops, in water, in us.
Modern incinerators burn plastic safely, trapping toxins and generating electricity from the heat. Toxic gases are trapped by sophisticated filters. What emerges is mostly water vapor and carbon dioxide. But incinerators release carbon dioxide, contributing to climate change. There's no perfect solution. Pyrolysis melts plastic without oxygen, breaking it down into components that can become new products. We created the plastic problem. Now we must create the solution. What does that future look like? Single-use plastic, minutes in our hands, centuries on our planet. It makes no sense. Countries worldwide are banning single-use plastics. Simple changes create massive impact.
More shops let customers refill containers, shampoo bottles, water bottles, even food containers. See? Easy. My turn. You're a pro.
Refilling a water bottle instead of buying new saves hundreds of plastic bottles from entering waste streams.
Pet bottles can be recycled into new bottles or turned into fibers for carpets and clothing. Biodegradable plastics break down in compost, but they need the right conditions, not ocean, not landfill.
Bioplastics like PLA come from corn or sugarcane, but not all bioplastics biodegrade easily. Scientists are developing bioplastics that truly biodegrade, breaking down completely, leaving no toxic residue.
Wow, look at all this!
Good find, sweetie. Every piece helps.
This one is cool.
We can all help reach the oceans. But prevention matters more.
If your area has recycling, use it. If not, dispose of waste carefully. Every piece kept from nature helps.
Teams are already working on the mammoth task of cleaning existing ocean plastic. But prevention is faster.
Alternatives exist for almost every plastic item. Bamboo, metal, glass, natural fibers, the choices are growing.
The best solution is designing products that never become waste. Circular economy, not linear consumption. Governments are negotiating a global plastics treaty.
We must time this treaty support native world action with strong governance. Future generations are depending on us.
Individual actions matter. They create demand for change, show what's possible, and build momentum for policy. The next generation is learning about plastics differently, not just the problem, but how to solve it. There's no single solution. We need all approaches: reduce, reuse, recycle, redesign, remove, working together. We created the plastic problem. We can solve it. The question isn't whether, but when, and whether we'll act in time. The science is clear.
We have solutions.
Change is possible. Every piece of plastic ever made still exists. What legacy will we leave? The plastic problem is human-made. So are the solutions. The future depends on choices we make today. What will your choice be?